Hi, everybody. It's Kim Hawk. It is Monday night, and you know what time it is.
Information on celebration.
Well, my computer is probably telling me I have way too much loaded into it because there's so many things that we want to talk about tonight. Just jam-packed full of stuff. So on Monday nights, we do a show on the town that Disney built. It's called Celebration Florida. I'm in our Near Disney YouTube studio. If you haven't subscribed and liked, please do so. My dream team and I have over 900 videos on everything that's within a 25-mile radius around Cinderella Castle. But on Monday nights, we like to talk about the town where our families are, where my daughter grew up. My husband and I have had a great experience living in this town. It's getting ready to celebrate its 30th anniversary next year. 30 years. So that's pretty exciting. But where's everybody watching from? I'd love to hear if you're watching from outside, thinking about moving to Celebration, or maybe if you're in Celebration, wanting to know what's happening this upcoming week. That'll help me kind of guide what direction we go on this live show tonight. Yeah? So did anybody go to the porch and yard sale? You know, I promoted that for about 3 weeks, and I did notice that there was a lot of activity out there, but I'd be interested to know who might have gotten the best purchase. So while you're watching, let me know. Just go ahead and put in the comments where you're watching from, and if you were here for the porch and yard sale, and if you got any really good purchases. Yeah? That sounds good. All right. Well, one of the things that I wanted to talk about, I've got so much, like I said, to talk about. Oh my gosh. I guess let's start off with flag football. Flag football. I have known the wonderful people that run this forever. And so I was asked to be a sponsor of it. And I thought for sure I wanted to do this. So Near Disney YouTube is going to be doing that. And so I wanted to let you know, if you have anyone that is interested in participating in flag football in Celebration, it is co-ed. So it's for K to 12th grade. So kindergarten to 12th graders. They play flag football, so it's no contact football. And it's $165 for the kids to register. They play on Sundays, I want to say from, I think it might be noon to 5. So it gives you time so you can go to church before that. And it's off of Campus Street. So where they play their games is behind the library. So I don't know if a lot of people realize we have a beautiful field that's back there. That's also where the dog park is as well. But celebrationYouthFlagFootball.com. Celebration Youth, YOUTH, flag, FLAG, football, FOOTBALL.com. That's where you can start registering. And I believe registration goes until, I think you've gotten maybe a week, not much longer, because I think the season is going to be starting fairly soon. I think the season is November 2nd through December 19th. And I think that's pretty much those Sunday afternoons. I think there's one Friday night game, but all the kids that are involved in that, I know, have a great time. And I wanted to say a special thank you to the Jarzombeck family. They're the ones that I was talking about, but we are proud sponsors of that cool event. And speaking of other things that we're proudly going to sponsor and have sponsored and have purchased more tickets today, you do not want to miss this Saturday, October the 11th, from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. We are having our first ever chocolate adventure. It's a Willy Wonka cool event. I believe in years to come, it's going to be something that people are going to fly in because they're going to want to attend this. Tickets are only $25 a ticket. If you go through Eventbrite, I think they charge an additional $3. It ended up being like $28.35 or something like that, but well worth it. Over 14 stops. The final stop is going to be back in Island Village, where you can even bid on baskets. and Willy Wonka will be there. Scoop Ice Cream is there. People are going to start at the Celebration Brewing Company, which is by the new area of Celebration Point. If you haven't been there, please go see Frank. It's a very family-friendly place. They have really good food. There's going to be a tent in the front that they'll make sure that you get checked in. One person is going to be eligible to win a golden ticket. And what is a golden ticket? Well, instead of me explaining it, when I do this, our special reporter, Amy Brevard, that owns Scoop Ice Cream, we call her Snow White, did a video to explain it a little bit more since it's the first ever. So let's go ahead and show that video, and I'll be back after that to answer any questions and continue to tell about the rest of the stuff.
It's Amy Brevard of Scoop Celebration, otherwise known as the Snow White of the Near Disney Channel. And I'm out on location today with a very sweet event information that you do not want to miss. We are going to be having our very first inaugural chocolate adventure, and it's going to start right here at Celebration Point. Stay tuned. You're getting ready to learn all the sweet details.
Oh, Celebrate what a sound. The sweetest party in the whole darn town. It's a chocolate adventure, a sugary dream. The Celebration Women's Club, the ultimate team.
We are out with Frank today at the Celebration Brewery, one of my very favorite local spots, and they are an official chocolate stop of our chocolate adventure. Thank you so much for helping and participating in this cool inaugural event.
Of course.
So tell me, as a fellow small business owner, I see you out supporting lots of things in the community. What made you want to get on board when we came and gave you this bold ask for this sweet event?
Well, again, basically because of community. We really want to support the community, like you mentioned. We want to support the schools. We want to support the women's club. And we're excited to have a special beer for the event. We're going to have a chocolate stout, which is delicious for the people that love beer, and a little special treat for the people that don't love beer.
Yeah, and what we love, Frank, about the brewery is you're family friendly. You're not just a regular bar, you're a hangout. All of us locals come here, but you can bring your family. You can bring mom. You can bring everyone. You can come watch football. So you're the perfect spot when we were thinking about all of the great businesses here at Celebration Point for us to gather at. In addition to Frank and his team being so generous in helping us be a chocolate stop this year, they're also going to be our point of when you actually get your ticket. You'll have your ticket online, which we're going to link below. Once you've purchased that, the day of the event, you're going to come to a little ticket booth that'll be right here in front of the brewery, and we will give you your passport. Your passport is going to have all of the map and all the cool details for the event, and you'll have 14 stops. You can go to any stop in any direction you want. But just remember, Celebration Brewery is going to be the very first pickup spot for your very cool passport.
Come on your own, you'll never feel like you're alone.
All right, we are behind the scenes at the Brewtastic area that's top secret that Kent has let me in to tell you more about what you can expect when you get your ticket for the chocolate adventure. Tell me what you're brewing up.
Yeah, we've got our house stout that we brew right here on this brew house, and we're going to dose it with some chocolate and make a fabulous chocolate stout.
Oh, it's going to be wonderful. We are so excited. Thank you so much. Cheers to everyone. Don't forget to get your tickets. We're going to have this information linked below in this video. You can also stop by the brewery right here and see Frank and his awesome team and get your tickets before it's too late. We will sell out. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm back, and I have a very special guest with me today. This is Nandy, my co-chair of this very special event that we've been talking about here today on the channel. And Nandy, I have to ask you, I know a little since we worked so well on this event together, but for those who don't know, what can they expect at the Chocolate Adventure? What does one experience when they get their ticket and they come on that magical day on October 11th?
Well, Amy, it truly is a magical day. It's going to be filled with fun and chocolate. We even have a special guest. Are we able to say who our special guest is?
You can say it.
All
Announce it here on the Near Disney Channel first.
Willy Wonka. And we did a photo shoot with him last week. He is spectacular. So he's going to add so much fun and fabulousness to this event.
Absolutely. And that's what I love about this event is when we created this, we wanted it to be unique, that is something for everyone, all ages, couples, groups, girlfriends. It could be a bachelorette party, a bachelor party. It could be for families. I mean, it really has something for everyone. And I've had this question asked a lot as we've been out in the community. Is it all an edible chocolate? And I appreciate you answering that.
It's not, because 14 pieces of decadent chocolate could get us a little bit off the charts.
Yes.
So we've mixed and matched that beautifully, I think, with the merchants that are participating. And I'm so excited. The merchants, when we first approached them with this, were delighted, probably more excited than you and I were, which is kind of hard to do. But even just today, I was visiting some of the merchants and delivering posters and talking about it. Their eyes just light up. You just say chocolate and they're like, I'm in.
I love that. So the tickets are only $25, everyone. The value that you're going to get exceeds hundreds of dollars. Not just the value of what you're getting as you go to the 14 stops, but the value you're getting when you help the benefits of our ticket for our event. So who is getting all this money that we're gathering for the Celebration Women's Club? Who's going to benefit for this?
So all of the proceeds, because we've got some wonderful sponsors who have actually covered the cost of our expenses to produce this event, the proceeds are going 100% to the schools here in Celebration of the art, music, and theater department. So we're going to be buying trombones, skaterboard, costumes, stage setting, whatever they want, and the schools get to pick what they want. So it's just gonna, who knows? Absolutely. Who knows what we're gonna inspire here?
Well, I hope we inspire lots. And stay tuned here. We're gonna have more information about what Andy was talking about, and a special thanks to all of our sponsors that have helped. Make sure you get your tickets. That's how you can help us raise our goals for the schools. We're gonna have those linked below. And then also any of the stops that we're talking about here, these are our sponsors, and there's gonna be more information linked. So make sure you say thank you to all of these sponsors that are making this special event happen. So we're here in Island Village in my shop, Scoop Celebration in Island Village. And Nanny, tell me about some of the cool stops that everyone can expect here in Island Village.
Yes, well, obviously Scoop is one of those stops, but also Madame Homes, the Colburn Apartments, and Tacos Don Andreas are all going to be adding to our magic tour.
Awesome. And I know we're super excited as a small business here in Celebration. Scoop is just so excited to participate, not only because I'm on the committee and in the women's club, but because we love to give back and we love to create new things. And I have to tell you, Chris, my husband, who is the ice cream maker, is really doing some special things behind the scenes to have a Willy Wonka little sundae. So there's going to be a custom flavor that we've created that you can only get this one day.
Wow.
And it's going to be super yummy. So you're going to want to, make sure you get your tickets and don't miss this.
Is it Wonka inspired?
It is Wonka inspired. My lips are sealed other than that.
Speaking of lips are sealed, we have the golden ticket.
Yes.
So there's going to be someone that's going to get that incredible golden ticket. You want to tell us a little bit more about that, Amy?
Sure. So at the end of the event, everyone's going to have that cool passport that Nandy and I talked about earlier. You're going to go to those 14 stops in Celebration Point and here in Island Village. When you're done, you're going to go in at just right behind our door, and we'll have a little information link here below. But you'll go to the Island Village Clubhouse where you'll meet Willy Wonka. You can bid on our wonderful baskets that have been donated from downtown merchants and other merchants in Celebration that couldn't come maybe the day of, wanted to support this great cause. So you'll have a chance to do that. Parks and Recreation is going to have a cool park event, like a pop-up event with lots of surprises. And then beyond that, we're going to have Willy Wonka, of course. You'll give him your passport. He's going to put it in our giant box, and one lucky person is going to win our golden ticket. Ice cream for a year.
Woohoo!
One person wins ice cream from a year that Chris and I are going to donate here to be part of this event. So
that's amazing.
Thank you. We're really excited. I can't wait to see who wins. So stay tuned again for more information. Get your tickets. Do not want to miss this event.
Celebrate Chocolicious.
Mark the calendar, tell your friends. October 11, where the fun begins from 11 to 3. Come and see pure Celebrate Chocolicious ecstasy.
I wanted to show you to this beautiful spa here in Island Village. And on Saturday, October the 11th, at our special event, it's going to be filled with lots of artists that are here, that are local students, that are going to do some special performances. So we've got some art performances, music, and drama that you can expect at our cool chocolate adventure event. And also wanted to encourage you, do you want to learn more about our event and kind of the details and some extra insights? Check out the new Celebration News magazine. They were kind enough to feature us in this month's special edition. You can pick that up here locally in town. Check it out. It'll also have the links. And we are, if you're sitting at home and we've made you crave chocolate or just made you want to get out and support the community or come to our sweet event, you can actually click on the QR code or scan the QR code as you're watching. We're going to have it here. Get your tickets. Super easy. Couldn't be easier. And you can help impact our beautiful Celebration neighborhood schools. Thanks for watching.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's Castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.
Oh my gosh, how much fun. Even a custom song. Thank you to Karen Rex, who actually helped write the lyrics to that. Dee Bellavati and I put the music behind it. And just celebration, we like to celebrate a lot. So thank you. You got to see Amy. You got to see Nandy. I understand my girlfriend, Debbie McDonald, might be watching too. I know she's helping out. I think she's going to be at Mattamy at one of the stops. Mattamy Homes, new construction, is one of the sponsors as well. And so anyway, yes, please visit the sponsors. They're the ones that are going to be helping make sure this thing is up and running. But then all the money that comes in from ticket sales is going to be going to our children here. So it's a really great cause. What else do we want to talk about? We've got so many things. Yeah, I am a proud member, card-carrying member of the Celebration Women's Club. And Risa White and group are wonderful people, and they are the ones that are putting that event on, the Chocolate Adventure, Willy Wonka fun event. Love it, love it, love it. Like I said, I think it's going to grow each year, but make sure you get your tickets before they sell out. So I'm getting this Saturday, October 11th, and I love that it starts at 11 a.m., so you can't forget. It's October 11th, 11 a.m. goes until 3 p.m. And there's like a good 14 stops, and you're going to have so much fun. And I hope to see you out there. I believe the Bellavati brothers are going to be out there filming, asking people what they think, and then producing a video afterwards. And so we got a lot going on this weekend. Do you know, Friday, I have a dear friend's wedding to go to. So I actually put a calendar together for the month of October. And yes, Rod and I can text, my husband and I text each other about, okay, this is coming up, put it on your calendar. But October was so full, I went back to old school, you know, those big pads where it says October, because I'm like, okay, wedding on Friday, Saturday, we've got the chocolate event, right? Saturday night, I don't know if you guys remember Kim Keaton, her daughter, she's getting married. Sunday, of course, church, all kinds of good stuff. If you didn't hear, Illuminate Church just celebrated the 13th anniversary. They call it a birth anniversary because it's a birthday anniversary. And they brought in Martin Smith, who was leader of Delirious, the band Delirious. That was last weekend. And he was talking to us about songwriting and worship leading. And if you haven't had a chance to listen to his music, please go on Spotify. And he and David Moore wrote a song called Joy. That's definitely something I think that you want to listen to. It will pick up your spirits for sure. I'm going to see if I can find it. But anyway, I am also wanting to share with you that one of my neighbors that lives next door to us, Erica, we have sold her home. And so she's going to be moving away to be closer to family. And so a lot of times people, hey, Bruni, thanks for watching. Hi, Bruni. Love Bruni. When people are moving away because of family, because it's very rare people from Celebration move away. They might move around, but they don't normally move away. And so I thought, while, that last week when people are moving and packing up and cleaning the house and stuff like that, what would be a nice treat. And so I wanted to show you, I'm actually going to bring it over to Erica tonight, but there is a woman by the name, well, Coco Charcuterie. This thing is so, look how big this thing is. It's huge, right? And I didn't want to take the plastic off of it because I want her to be able to enjoy it. But the details, if you can see, there's some beautiful flowers in there, but she goes shopping for special cheeses and meats, and there's a little bit of a honey thing in there and fruits. And then she also delivers in celebration with some little crackers. And so anyway, if anybody ever needs a special gift like that, I would encourage you to go on Facebook and look for Coco Charcuterie, C-O. But if you need a telephone number for her, I know, Bernie, right? It's huge. It's huge. It will last them all week, I'm sure. Or they can invite friends over before they leave, and then they've got some food there. But it's beautiful. But Coco, she's got a 469 area code, but she does live in Celebration. 469-744-5376. 469-744-5376. It's just that my team, we try to do some nice things, especially when you're going through a lot of stuff when you're moving and everything. And people tend to really love the charcuterie boards. All right. Another thing that I wanted to promote, and we're going to be having Elijah the next couple of Mondays after this, because Rod and I have some travels. Rod is one of the executives with Disney, and so there's a big meeting that's occurring out in California. It's a good meeting, and we go every year. So Elijah's going to be holding down the fort the next couple of Mondays, along with Virginia Carlson and Sue Koptiev and the rest of my team. And speaking of Virginia, hold on one second. I am so loving this. Let's see if you guys can see what I'm seeing. There is a new company that's come into town. I'd call it a company, but it's 3 young ladies that are in the 6th grade that are friends. Her daughter is Megan, and then she has 2 other girlfriends, Isabella and Emma, and they are starting a babysitting service. Don't you love that? Look how cute. They've even gotten, look, it's called Wonderland Watchers. Wonderland Watchers. And so in the next Monday or so, I think Elijah's going to interview the 3 girls so they can talk to you about all the fun stuff that they have available. Sometimes you might want 1 sitter, sometimes you might want 2. And in this case, you got a big group and you're looking for 3. I want to say that they charge about $15 an hour. And then if it's less than an hour, I think it's $10. They don't charge you 15. Like if you go over, it's 10 then. So very fair. And Megan, who is Virginia, who we call Cinderella on our team, Megan's telephone number, if you're trying to reach some babysitters between now and the time that they get on our show, Megan's telephone number is 407-793-0861. Let me repeat that again. Megan is one of the 3 girls, and if she can't do it, I'm sure that she will check with Emma or Isabella to see if they're available. But 407-793-0861. They are in the 6th grade. And I was trying to remember when I think I started babysitting when I was in the 5th grade or the 6th grade, but I don't remember being so organized and cool, like having Facebook. Well, I don't even think Facebook existed back then. But they have design, they have branding going on. And I don't know if you've ever seen Megan, but sometimes you'll see her over in the South Village Park area playing with the smaller kids. She really loves small children. And so what a wonderful way for her to start a business this early with some of her girlfriends. And what a great service. What a great service, right? I remember so many people asking me if I knew some good babysitters. And now, officially, you got it. And then if you want to have a couple of them there, you got it. And what I love too is that, with Virginia living in town, obviously her mama, and with honorary extra mama, myself and others, they know if they ever needed a little extra something, they're going to be able to call one of us and be able to run over and help with stuff like that. But in the meantime, you've got some really wonderful, cute, adorable, responsible young people that are ready to start a babysitting service. Yeah, I like it. I like it. All right, what else is going on in town? Let's see. We looks like Town Hall. Town Hall is going to have a Halloween home decorating contest, you guys. They've been doing this for a couple years. I don't know if you guys remember, but we used to put a pirate ship on our house. We own the house where the law office is on Celebration Avenue, and we would have a group of friends that would take with Neil Motti and a bunch of folks, Julie and team, and it would take 45 days to put this pirate ship on our house, and Town Hall would give us 14 days to take it down. Yes, right, Bruni? Yes. And so we've retired that pirate ship, but this town of Celebration on Halloween night, I want to remind everybody, if you have not experienced Halloween and Celebration, it is pretty phenomenal. And I got to tell you, I think this year Halloween does fall on a Friday night. It does. So it will be packed. But in the meantime, the entry period for decorations has already started. It started October 3rd. It's going to go until October 17th. And they are out and about already looking for nominations. So you can put a nomination in for which house you think is the Monster Mash favorite. You can also look for Haunted House Supreme category. You can also look for the Wickedly Creative one, right? And you can also look for the Jack O Masterpiece. How clever is that? The winners receive a yard sign as kind of bragging rights as to who did the best. And you submit your nominations to Town Hall, the symbol at, and then CIRAMAIL.com. So C as in cat, IR as in Robert, A, mail, mail.com. If you have any questions, you can call Town Hall at 407-566-1200. And I know there's a lot of people that just like to drive around our town and see how it's decorated. I noticed on my Realtor Dream Team show that they do on Wednesday night, they were talking about there's magazines that are out there saying that Celebration is definitely one of those towns that you want to drive through and experience before Halloween too, so you can see how everything is decorated. But on Halloween night, let me share something with you. The little ones start coming out really early before it gets dark. I want to say when we were on Celebration Avenue, we still live in Celebration, but just not on Celebration Avenue anymore. The little ones were coming out like at 4 o'clock, 4:15. And when it was light. And when we had the pirate ship, there was one year where we did a clicker because we were trying to guess how many trick-or-treaters we had. We stopped clicking at 5,000. We had over 5,000, and every one of them got candy because so many people that are friends and neighbors would bring just tons of candy, bags of candy. We had one bedroom full of candy, and a good portion of it was donated from our friends, and it was just a joy. It was a joy to see the most beautiful little children out there, and I knew that they were safe here. And it's just a fun thing that the Celebration residents are doing to say that this is a place that we do love kids and we do love to have celebrations like that. All right. I'm wanting to make sure I promise to show everything that we have. Okay. Somebody asked me to talk about this coming up. Let us see what this is. Okay. So it looks like there is a Dueling Pianos event, which is going to be on Wednesday, October 15th. So not this week, but next week. at Lakeside Park from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. If you haven't been to those, it's a lot of fun. It is free, and you just have to show your ID. It's a resident-only event. Your CROA ID, it's a good idea to get that. If you don't have that already, please go down to the Jones Room, which is Lakeside as well, and you can show your driver's license or your closing document, your Alta, to show that you are residents here, and then get that ID. Okay. So if you have any questions again on that, you can call Town Hall at 407-566-1200. All right. So we talked about dueling pianos. We talked about the chocolate event that's coming up. We talked about Halloween decorating contest. Here's something I want to talk about. Talked about babysitters, a new babysitters club. Megan, got to make sure you talk about Megan. But this was sweet. It's so wonderful that a lot of the locals, I would say about 2,000 people are watching this show every week. And now we're starting to get some letters too, some people asking us to include some stuff they want to have promoted. Happy to do it, especially when I see it's from the Celebration Garden Club. The Celebration Garden Club. Did you know we have one? Yes, and they're great. And I remember Sylvia Cox being involved with this group, and just a lot of wonderful people. But it looks like there's a poinsettia. Please tell me if I'm saying that right or not. Poinsettia. Poinsettia. Sale every year. And it is florist grade red poinsettias. And they come in either a 10-inch or an 8-inch pot. And if it's in the 10-inch, they're about 28 inches wide. So these are big and beautiful, and they're better than what you're going to find at other locations. And then for the 8-inch pot, I want to say they're like 22 inches wide, something like 20 inches. And the prices of them, I think, are quite nice. The larger one is $29 delivered, and the smaller one is $23 delivered. But check this out, just to give an idea. Look how big that is. Look how beautiful. I think they're going to be having the sale. Well, there's now, and it goes through October 18th. You need to order them before that. And then I believe it's after Thanksgiving that they deliver them. I want to say Wednesday or Thursday after Thanksgiving. The idea is maybe too, you may want to give it as a gift for somebody. Wouldn't that be a cool holiday gift for somebody? And then, bring it over to their home. But if you'd like to order, you want to go to the website, Celebration Garden Club, Celebration Garden, GARDEN Club, CLUB, Celebration Garden Club, and look, it's just, everything in this town. It's just so beautiful. People do so many beautiful things around here. Bernie, I love that you love it too. Me too. I love that. How cool. I got to order some. I got to make sure I don't forget to do that. All right. Now we have talked about flag football, K through 12. And you got to register for that pretty soon. And then we talked about the babysitters. We talked about charcuterie boards. We talked about especially the chocolate event this Saturday. But the thing that you ask me the most about each week is what's going on with the real estate market here. So what I do is I remind everybody, in normal real estate days, we would have about 440 listings that were up, 440. And over the course of the last 2 years, either Elijah, Lewis, or myself have been doing the show every Monday night, talking about what's going on in the market. We have not broken 100 in the past 2 years, because I don't count the condo hotels in there. Most of you are looking, but that is everything from condos to townhouses, to duplex, triplexes, to single family homes, and we have different ranges of single family homes all the way up to the estates, and then the big, huge estates. And so to have this week, we only have 93 actives, 93 That's very low. But what you asked me for is what's been going on the last 7 days in this market. And that's good for you to know, especially if you're thinking about selling your house. And if you are, boy, I'd really appreciate it if you call me. I'd love for my team to jump in and be your representative. We know this market like nobody else. We've been here since the beginning. My mom was a broker, a real estate broker, and so I've always grown up in the real estate industry. But we will share with you this week. Let's see if the screen will share so that I want you to see this on the screen too. Give me 1 second, see if it'll cooperate. It may not because we have so much stuff we've been trying to share. No, maybe. Okay, maybe it will. If I do, yeah, hey, it worked this time. Okay, good job. All right, now Dee Bellavati, my YouTube producer, which by the way, thank you, Dee, for putting that beautiful video together for the chocolate adventure. Once again, when is that happening? This Saturday, 11 a.m. You need to buy your tickets. If you missed that and you need to watch this show from the beginning again, you'll see that there's a QR code in the video that we did. All you got to do is stop that, maybe watch this on TV. Because, I found it really interesting. It said about 65% of the people that watch this are watching it on a big TV. So there you go. So you would just pause your screen, take your camera, take a photo. It's a QR code, and it will link you into Eventbrite and allow you then to buy your tickets. Okay. And where did I say the place is that everybody's going to start? Does anybody remember? Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Cheryl. Yes. People are going to start at the Celebration Brewing Company. There's going to be a tent outside. That's where you'll start and get whatever documents you need in order to walk around and be a part of this Willy Wonka cool event. Okay, so what I am seeing for the last 7 days in Celebration, Florida, is that there are only 12 properties that had touch points. What do I mean by touch points? A touch point would be either coming on the market active, or somebody putting a contract and now it's pended, or it's sold, right? And so what you're seeing on this screen the last 7 days in Celebration, Florida, is that we had 7 new actives, 7 new active properties, one of which is ours. We have a beautiful home that's on Kestrel Court, which feels pretty much like a 1-story home that's on a huge lot that has a swimming pool and a screen. It has a 3-car garage apartment. When I say it feels like a 1-story home, the primary is on the first, but there's a couple of bedrooms upstairs on the second with the bathroom in case if you have guests and you want to have them stay upstairs. But anyway, that one just when it came active with us, $1,680,000. And then there were 2 that pended, 2 contracts. So if you're a seller out there and you're wondering, why am I not getting a lot of showings this week? Because we kind of go in ebbs and flows. This is a week where we've seen a lot of rain, and that's kind of a blessing too, because what happens, it starts to cool down our town. So it's not as hot. You see what I'm saying? But 2 properties that pended. So it was either you were going to be $329,000 price point, or you were going to be in the $1,785,000 price point. So it was big range of properties that took contracts there. So hang in there if you have a listing and you didn't get a lot of showings last week. It does, like I say, ebb and flow. And then there's 3 that sold. And what I'd like to do is share with you a video, and I'm probably going to talk a little bit over it because we're excited to announce that we are also a podcast. So not everybody is watching online. And so when I show a video that has a home on it, and I know a lot of you like to see those, I want you to have the visual, but I guess I also need to kind of talk it through too. Rod's like, don't forget about our podcast family out there. Thank you guys so much for listening on a podcast. Maybe you will consider moving to the town that Disney built, and we will have an opportunity to work with you as buyers. Yes, I would love that. All right, so sit back and relax. I am going to show you a video and I'll be back at the very end. See if there's any questions. So what you're seeing is a condo that's in the Artisan Park area. It's part of our fairy tale collection of home. It is on the top floor. And that's a big difference because you have nobody above you making the noise. Sometimes people will complain about being in a condo. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Look at even has the orange bird before in the cute in the bistro area. This property is stunning. It's decorated very well. There's furniture that is available for sale, but it's furniture that's very smooth that even you can see some hotels themselves. They also have artwork that's possibly available for sale. The laundry room even has like a movie run on it. Check this out. Look at this view. This makes it extraordinary. So you're going to be walking into this condo on the third floor, having that view. It is in an elevator building. It does have a garage, and it's 1230 White Circle, Unit 308. And for those of you, if you have not experienced any of our fairy tale properties, it's because it's a fairly new thing that we are now offering. It has to be a property where we can honestly say it's super, super rare. Thank you, Bruni, for saying this beautiful. I think it's gorgeous too. So you had this condo that literally when you walk out onto your balcony, you look out and you are surrounded by beautiful water and conservation, and it's nice and peaceful. And they see deer out there, Bambi's out there. It's beautiful. The owners are former military people, so I love that when I have properties like that because, boy, they keep them nice and tidy and clean and just spectacular. They do not want to move from Celebrations. They're just moving into another section because they're looking for some more space. But for those of you, this price is really good. Are you ready? $450,000. That's really good for Celebration, Florida. And you're going to have access to the Artisan Park Clubhouse. Bill McFarland, who's the manager there, runs that better than anybody. He's wonderful. That area has a resort-style pool with a jacuzzi. They have a restaurant in that clubhouse. It's exclusive for Artisan Park residents only and their guests. They have a private fitness room that's there. They do a lot of special events that's there. We actually have an event that we're doing there, I think January 17th. And yeah, I just think it's a perfect place for somebody to give us a call. If you're looking in that price point, $450,000, I'm telling you, I think that is what fairy godmother of real estate would say is probably the best thing. And I also, before I end tonight, just wanted to say thank you. Tomorrow is my birthday. And somebody had mentioned that they thought my birthday was today. So I started getting some phone calls today. It was just somebody who's very close to me who wanted to start my birthday fun early, but it is tomorrow. So thank you again for the birthday love. And if you would like, on Wednesday nights, 7 p.m., please check in. My Realtor Dream Team does a show. They really have some great information to share with everybody. Friday, we do an evergreen show. That's usually driven by what you guys are asking us about, what you might want to see. I do know that Saturday, the Bellavati brothers are going to be out there videotaping and prepping a video so you can see the chocolate event. But I do hope that I get to see you guys there because Rod and I will be out and about enjoying that. And I think that's it. I'm running late today. I usually try to keep it to 30 minutes, but like I said, jam-packed full of stuff, jam-packed full of stuff. All right. Well, if you ever need me, my number is 407-808. And I can see that my computer is starting to freeze a little bit now. So 407-808-9845. My name's Kim Hawk. I'm known as YouTube's Fairy Godmother of Real Estate. And we own an office in Celebration, Florida for Florida Motion Realty with Eugene and Tia. So anyway, have a great night. And I hope I haven't forgotten anything. Okay. Bye, guys.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.